Hey guys, Comet here. Welcome to episode 17 in my Factorio Odyssey series. So the base is starting to come around pretty nicely. In the last episode, I switched over to nuclear power. And if you're interested in this blueprint book for all of this, it is in my Discord, link in the description. And between episodes, I have taken out all of the solar panels that used to be over here. So I am exclusively nuclear. And nuclear doesn't produce any pollution, so it's as clean as solar. It does take more UPS. There were some people that were worried about that, but I'm still hovering around 60 UPS, even with all of this stuff. Once I notice that I start tanking down past about 55, I'll start to convert back to solar, because I'm probably going to need all of these updates somewhere else. But until then, I'm fine with nuclear. So the plan for this episode, I want to get a military city block going. That way I can produce walls, turrets, artillery cannons, the ammo for the artillery, and I want to put it right in this area here. So let me get my blue building Spidertron over here, and I'll go do this upper section here. So this one can build this, and I can build up here. And I think in the meantime, because I'm getting attacked from everywhere, I'm going to make a Spidertron that can use the walls and turrets that I have being built in this mall to just set up a simple perimeter. So I think we'll color this Spidertron. Let's see, I have a red one, I have a green one, I have a blue one, I have a silver one, I have my personal orange one. Let's make this one, let's try and do yellow. That's not yellow. Oh well, it'll work. As long as I can distinguish them. So in here, I want turrets. Let's do 500. Walls, let's do like 5,000. And then maybe a couple of repair packs. So I want to put the branch in the normal spot right here. This is where all of the trains will come in to unload their materials. And it's going to be pretty similar to the mall here. So I will copy this and paste it right here. Now, I don't want the buffer to be here. I'd rather it be closer to the top. And since I am going to have a buffer, I can squeeze all of the stations closer together. So this first one here will be the maintenance station. Then this first one, or I guess the second one, will be one of these stations. But I'm going to put it right up against the roboports here. So all of this needs to move down one. To here. And this station will actually be where the train... This won't be a drop-off station, it's going to be a pickup station. Because I want to have a train that can pick up walls and turrets, and then go out and repair the outer perimeter. And then I'm also going to need a station for the artillery wagons. So it doesn't actually need any circuit logic here. I can copy this. Well, once I get rid of this. Oh, that's not good. Drains are starting to appear. I need to turn these off. That way they don't request anything. So to slow down some of the biter attacks while I'm working on this here, I've got the maintenance station, the train for walls and turrets, the train for the artillery, then I can have the iron input, copper input, stone input, and coal input. I'm going to send this Spidertron over, I'm going to build a wall, and then for petroleum and plastic, I can use this crude oil over here and just pipe it over. So the range on spitters is 15. So if I go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Put the wall here. Then the range on the turrets, they can look over the walls, but the spitters can't reach back over. And for good measure, I'll actually go out a couple more blocks here. And I'll go ahead and make this 3 thick. And I think I forgot to, I forgot to put substations in here. And maybe some lights. Right, go back and grab those. So this should be tileable. Let me blueprint this. Call this the laser wall. And it tiles within itself perfectly. So now I can tell this to go over to here, and then start to put in the wall. That's a big nest. There might not be a good spot here. I could actually come up from the water here, right on the side of the railing. So if this were to continue up, for instance, I'd want the wall to be on the outside, not the inside, because then I'd have to move the wall. So I'm going to put down the first blueprint right here. Oh, this has no robots in it. Beautiful. And I think for power, I'm just gonna run a big pole back into the rail line. So now I can just keep stamping down blueprints from afar and not have to run back and forth. And now I can show off the power of the maintenance stations. If I come down to the construction train, I can set some filters inside of the train. Then I can take the train, bring all of the resources over to the maintenance station, and build the mall here, the military mall, from the train. So in this first one here, I'm going to put stack inserters and filter stack inserters. And I guess I should probably put some red inserters. And then I come over to the requester chests, set the requests, and this will start to get loaded up by the bots. Then in Wagon 2, I'm thinking put assembling machines and furnaces. Or smelters, what are they called? Furnaces, yes, I was right. And I can set these requests. In wagon 3, I should probably put belt. Wagon 4, let's see. Maybe all of the storage chests. For wagon 5, let's see, what do I have left? Yeah, I could do the power poles, substations, lights, and all of the logic circuitry. Now I need to start thinking about beacons and modules. And then this last wagon here might have to be robots and roboports. So now I can take this train over to Maintenance Military Mall. Have my Spidertron meet me there. And now it's super easy to supply this with materials. So right after the buffer here, I'm going to set up some beacons. And I'll do the smelting first. And according to the calculator here, if I want one factory making each of these, I'm going to need 40 making iron, 30 making plate, and if I subtract how many I have making steel from how many I have making iron, that tells me how many I can do direct insertion with. So only 10 of these furnaces making plate are used for plate as the final product. The other 30 go to make steel. So I could have an input and an output. Power and a light. So I'm going to want a total of 40 here in this first section. Oh, no, wait, I said I wanted to do direct insertion. So instead of outputting into this chest here, if I copy this, I can use a long-handed inserter to transfer it across. And if I do that, actually, I can maybe save a couple frames by doing that. And likewise, the outputs could also go into the same spot. So this will request iron ore. It will get turned into plate, and then it will get directly inserted to make steel. So the bots don't have to move it around. The inserters can take care of it. And then this I can copy. So that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So this is 32 machines making steel. Now I need to set up the ones that make exclusively iron. And this says I'm going to need just 10 when I subtract out the ones for steel. And then I could put stone bricks with the iron. I'm going to need 22 of those. And then it also looks like I'm going to need a couple making copper. So I'll also use this row of beacons here for the green circuits. I'm going to need 3 machines making copper and 3 machines making green circuits. So I can do direct insertion here too. If I see, I think I have to offset them though. So this could be copper plate, which gets turned into copper cable. And then that is combined with iron plate to make the circuits. And this isn't going to tile perfectly. In order to get the beacon bonuses, so I have to add a little extra space between everything here, like that. So for more intermediate products, I'm going to need one machine making plastic, two machines making explosives, two machines making batteries. I'm going to need to make some oil processing over here so that I can do the sulfur and sulfuric acid. And then gears, okay. So I think that's actually it, other than the oil processing. I think I can fit everything else in this little space here. I can fit 9 machines, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, that's perfect. So artillery, explosive cannons, 2 of those. 1 doing radar, then turrets, 2 making walls, 1 making gates, and then the last one is repair packs. Now I think I'm safe to turn these on, start delivering some materials, and we should see some requests being generated. Yeah. Now the last thing I need to get set up here is the oil processing. So I need 1 oil refinery, 1 cracking heavy oil, and 1 cracking light oil. So that's not too complicated. And I also need 1 machine making sulfuric acid, and then of course 1 machine making sulfur. So I think I can actually fit all of that in 1 line. I can fit the oil refinery here with its inputs and outputs. Now, the chemical plants can't get beaconed from in here. So right where the beacons stop here, I'll move these in by 1 block. So this can do heavy oil. I need 1 for light oil. I need 1 making sulfur, and then 1 making sulfuric acid. So I can do direct insertion here. The outputs from here have to go this way. And I might actually need some more space here so that I can link the outputs back into the inputs. So I'll take this, move it over here. Move this one over a little bit. So that should be everything. I just need to connect up the water and crude oil, and then get these sent on their ways. So sulfuric acid needs to come in back over here. See, I don't think I can... Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I'll come out this way. Travel through this space. To there. Get that corner piece in. And then this one right here is water. So that can actually pull from the same spot. This gets its water. Ah, yes, I forgot the one making plastic. So this one, maybe I should put it closer to the petroleum. I could put it here. Plastic. Because then I can just join up with that. So I don't think I need any of these beacons. Okay, now I can connect up the water and crude oil. So the nearest water source is just over here at this lake. Can I pull from... I'll just put in a new pipe. So there goes the water. Now I need to get the crude oil. And the pump jacks need to go down up here. So things are starting to work now. I'm still just waiting on some beacons and some more modules. This oil is going very slowly. I noticed there's no way for sulfur to make it into this chest. Unless I do this. So this is going to have to share. But what I want to do here, I need to flip all of this from a output station, or from an input station to an output station. So all this is going to request are the artillery shells. And so this is where the artillery train will park to restock. So we'll call this artillery reload. And then this one will be the perimeter defense. So here, I think I will request walls. And then the last two wagons, maybe the last three wagons, yeah, let me undo this. The last three wagons will be the special stuff. For instance, turrets. Actually, let me see what the ratio is. So, for every turret, I need 6 walls. A turret can stack up to... It looks like only 50. I think this ratio will work. So, this back wagon will be turrets. The 5 front wagons can be walls. Then I want repair packs. And gates. Don't need very many gates. And then for this wagon... Wait, I actually think that's everything, yeah? Walls, turrets, repair packs? Walls, turrets... The substations and lamps should never be damaged. It's only the walls that can be damaged. So I don't think I need to worry about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have walls be requested here. So this nuclear train I'm probably never gonna use, because I don't plan on ever expanding my nuclear power plant. If I need more power in the future, it's gonna have to come all from solar. Because really, if I have a base big enough to consume all of this power, then I'm gonna have some UPS problems. So I'm going to remove the nuclear train and turn it into the artillery train. And I think for color, sure, we'll go with purple. So let me grab some of these. There's 8. Now I can go tell this to park at artillery reload until full. Oh, and I guess it would help if I flipped these inserters. Now to get the plastic going and the explosives going, I do need to figure out how to get some coal into here. I don't have a coal train set up yet, and I think the closest coal patch, other than this one right here that has barely anything left, is this one down over here. So I'm going to take my Spidertron back to the construction train, and I'll go down and hook up this coal patch like I did every other ore patch. Okay, the train should now have access to coal. I just need to go make a coal train. So after it parks at the depot and refuels, it will go to coal ore plus until full, then coal ore minus until empty, and then it'll just repeat that. So I'll copy this to the second train, and I'll send them on their way. So this should be providing coal. I gotta change the output on this combinator. But this is the first unload of coal. That should get the plastic going, and then everything else should follow suit. So this output will be coal. So I made a couple changes here. I stopped with the direct insertion. It was taking up too much space. I needed the extra space for another chemical plant making explosives and another chemical plant making batteries. And I'm still working on the outer wall, but this Spidertron is doing a good job. I've got a lot of artillery stocked up in here. It's almost full. So I think the way I want to end this is with some fireworks. Let's move this train over to here and see if it's in range of these biters over here. So if I use my remote control here, it looks like it is. Oh yeah. That's gonna cause a massive attack, though. Let's look at the damage. Whoa. Nothing my Spidertron can't handle. So between episodes, I will finish off the outer wall around here. Probably deconstruct all of the old base here. That way I can get focused back onto science. And I'm also thinking about making a block for modules, because this is taking forever to make all the modules I need. If you're interested in any of the blueprints that I'm using in this playthrough, then there's a link to my Discord channel in the description. Just make sure you click on the little thumbs up when you enter the welcome page. That way you get access to the Factorio text channel where all of the blueprints are hiding. If you'd like to see more content like this, consider subscribing, and if you did enjoy the video, let everyone know by hitting that like button. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.